Jesus the teacher continues unwrapping the mysteries of the kingdom of heaven. He says, "The kingdom of heaven is like a treasure hidden in a field, is like a merchant searching for a fine pearl, and is like a net cast into the sea, catching fish of all kind." Through these parables, Jesus wants to underline that the kingdom of heaven is the grace which completes our beings, satisfies our longings, and infuses our souls with basic joy, elating us with blissful sense of surprise and wonder. This grace is the gift that enables us to exclaim, "Oh my God, it is so good to be alive. Wow, life is so beautiful." This grace is also the blessing that moves us to dance while singing with zest. "I'm on the top of the world looking down in creation, and the only explanation I can find, it's the love that I found ever since you've been around. Your love puts me on the top of the world." Yes, this grace, this gift, this blessing can be both material and spiritual. It can be a person, a thing, a place, a moment, an event, a piece of art, an idea, a feeling, and a way of life, which in one way or another have evoked in us sense of meaning and purpose, contentment and joy. And because of this grace, we become alive, positive, optimistic, hopeful, loving, caring, forgiving, and just. For St. Paul in the second reading, this grace is the gift of conformity to Jesus Christ, the Son of God, through whom we received salvation, justification, and glorification. For King Solomon, in the first reading, this grace is the blessing of wisdom, the blessing of a wise, understanding, and discerning mind, enabling Solomon to govern God's people and to serve God with steadfast love. How about us? How about you and I? What kind of grace are we still searching for in order to find meaning and purpose in life? What kind of blessing are we still looking for in order to possess contentment and joy? I have a niece. When she was 3 years old, she developed an attachment to a piece of cloth. That piece of cloth was made of simple and ordinary fabric, but for her, it was everything. Without that cloth, he could not sleep. You could not even stop her from crying. That cloth, no matter how stinky, tattered, and dirty it was, had provided her with a world with perfect security. A world where she could be herself, totally, in order to enjoy herself, her being who she is. That's why that piece of cloth is called security blanket. Yesterday, I visited an elderly woman. We had a very wonderful conversation. She shared to me her life story, struggles, hopes, and joys. In the course of our conversation, she told me that at her age now, her most precious treasures are no other than her beautiful grandchildren. Her grandchildren are her treasures because they give her a sense of meaning and purpose in life. Because of them, she prayed for strength. And as long as the Lord makes her strong, she will not stop knitting, not only for her grandchildren, but also for other children, especially the needy and the least privileged. In her grandchildren, she sees innocent love, which teaches her how to love and to receive love in return. Because of that, she becomes hopeful that despite the many bad things happening around us, things will eventually improve and get better, since pure love will prevail to overcome bad and change them into good. As for us, what do we see in our children, youth and young people? Problems and burdens? Or love, hope, and bright future? Leo Buscaglia, an Italian philosopher, had once said, "Without love, what is essential is invisible to the naked eyes." Friends, the way to finding meaning and purpose, the way to possessing contentment and joy, is the pathway called going back to the basics and fundamentals. This pathway of the basics and fundamentals is none other than the way of love. Without love, houses are just configuration of columns, beams, and frames. But with love, houses are homes where treasures and pearls of caring, concern, and understanding dwell. Without love, monies are just papers and coins. But with love, monies are golden opportunities for helping, sharing, and supporting. Without love, great paying jobs are just duties and tasks to be accomplished. But with love, great paying jobs are means to contribute and to make a difference in the world. It is my hope and prayer that we will now stop wasting time and energies looking for meaning and purpose, contentment and joy at wrong places, and begin now paying more attention to Jesus the Lord, who invites us to seek first the kingdom of God, and everything will be added unto you. Yes, together, let us now seek the kingdom of love, so that we become love, and everything we do, we will do in love, with love, and through love. Indeed, only with love that what is essential becomes visible to the human eyes.